All right, we're back on the air. I was on my way out and I had to share this with you guys and ladies very, very quick. Jay Prince actually responded. I was trying to get it up on the screen here, and I think I could do that for you guys real quick and just get it up. Matter of fact, let me see something. Maybe I could do you guys one better. And then I'll be able to swing back over. Let's see. Can you guys see that on your screen? No, you can't. Okay, so it'll start working on me. All right, there we go. All right. So let me do this real quick, right? We can. Oh, that's not going to work there. All right. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back, guys. I'm going to read what Jay Prince said real quick, and then we're going to get up out of here, real quick. Camera. All right, boom. All right. I wish I could put it up on the screen for you guys. This thing right here. Let's see, present, share screen. Boom. Boom. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that on the screen right there. Real quick. Now, Jay Prince puts, right? Real quick. The Prince family would like to send our condolences to the family and friends of the beautiful soul, Takeoff. The Houstonians and the families around the world. Like, this one breaks my heart because Takeoff was a brother, a son, a role model, and a God loving human being. Grief is the price of love, a bill people from across the globe paying right now, right? Now, as we mourn this loss, I've been knowing Takeoff and Quavo and Offset for many years, and there has been nothing but mutual love for one another, and that ain't never going to change. They were concerned when we this shouldn't have happened, right? This shouldn't have ever happened in our city. This shouldn't have been recorded, and this damn story shouldn't have been circulated across social media for families and friends to see, right? As I write this, I'm angry. I'm angry about the lack of love and respect we have for one another as a race, which keeps bringing us back to the same tragic place of black on black killing, right? They say Satan is the author of all confusion, right? Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. All right, I can't. Now, there's a lot of lies and false narratives being spread by media whores. I consider myself a man that's quick to listen and slow to speak. Therefore, to whoever is responsible for putting the bullet in my little nephew's head, let it be known that you can't hide behind me, beside me, or anywhere near me because I don't tolerate that dumb shit. I speak these words not knowing whose bullet is responsible for death. With that being said, the root of this tragedy is the foolish, right? It's foolish and it has to be owned by the fool. I will sum this up by saying a gun in the hands of a human that closed his eyes to shoot and doesn't have the proper skills of operating that gun is dangerous. And the results usually end with innocent people who had nothing to do with it, nothing to do with the altercation being shot or killed. To the homies in Georgia and around the world that got love for Takeoff like we do, right? We do know this. Let's change the narrative in our culture by putting an end to every argument or disagreement resulting in violence. It's okay to live and let live to see another day. That is Jay Prince. And apologize for the little, that was very hard for me to read. I should have made it bigger, but nevertheless, that's Jay Prince. That's a statement that he just made on Instagram. You can go check it out. And yeah, I'm glad that he got out ahead of this. I'm definitely glad that he got out ahead of this situation because it's it was beginning to it was started to be videos of people saying Jazz Prince walked over the body. People saying that the only people in there that had the guns was Jay Prince's team and the Princes. It started coming out. So I'm glad that he actually, and to me, I don't think he knows. None of us really know what bullet, whose gun that it was that actually took Takeoff out. But as a leader, like he is, I'm glad that he stepped out in front of this before it got, to the point where, people are going to spread it. But that's again. Now I had a video. I did a video on the situation. I didn't upload it because I wasn't sure and I didn't want to put nobody. I could show you. You know what I mean? I wasn't sure, you know, if that's the case. So I would never do nothing like that at the end of the day. But for the people that's coming in, Jay Prince has spoken. You can rewind it just a little bit to hear his opinion on what he had to say, you know, about the whole tragedy and the whole situation. It's just sad, man, to every other month continuously having to come on here and talking about people being killed. Now, Charleston White, he made a great statement as well, right? Where he said that because you had Gilly, he put the video out about people showing the dead bodies and things like that, and I agree with him on that. But it ain't just about the rapper dying; it's about the countless people in the cities. Like a lot of these cities right now, the murder rate is super high, super high. So if you care, and you're not just a selfish son B that just cares about yourself. If you care about the well-being and the youth, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be out of here. But I got a son that gotta live in this world. So you want this world, I want my son being killed. I having to kill nobody. So at the end of the day, don't just be selfish and think it's about you. It's about the future. It's about the future generation that's gonna have to be out here walking these streets and dealing with these knuckleheads out here. So all we could do is do what we could do in our present day. And I always say it ain't just about you and your kids. If you can do some type of mentorship, do some coaching, do some volunteer work where you can actually touch the lives of the children. Because I could tell you, man, I had lot of when I was running my detail business, I had a lot of the young cats from the community, the young men from the community that I gave an opportunity to come work. And they just wanted to do something. They didn't want to be selling drugs. Like a lot of people don't want to do that. They kind of get pushed into that. So they want to do something. And I was able to show them. As a matter of fact, I seen one of my dudes, at the football field last year. And he was like, man, like he did some prison time. He's like, man, what you showed me back then was like, yo, I ain't got to be out in the streets. A black man could be successful. My homie Smiley. He was like, that meant a lot to me back then. He was probably like 17, 18 back then, but had him working, showed them work ethic, made a couple of dollars working at a detail shop, black owned. And they was able to, they was not only able to see me get money, they was able to get money and see that, okay, there is another way can be made out of this. It ain't all about just, going and hustling out in the streets. Another way can be made. You know what I mean? So again, glad that Jay Prince responded. I was walking out the door and what up, Jay Murray, my man? What up? 504, I see you. I was walking out the door and I scrolled Instagram like, oh man, I've been waiting on Jay Prince to respond. I ain't gonna lie. I've definitely been waiting on him, to respond. And if you're just joining in, if you just rewind the video, you can, see exactly what Jay Prince, got finished saying. In a nutshell, he's pretty much saying that no one, can hide behind him, beside him. He wants the person to be brought to justice, whoever that was, and they don't condone none of that. And he talked about people shooting, inexperienced people shooting guns and everything. And, he pretty much cleared their name. He cleared their name. But again, we're going to have to wait to see what exactly happened. Now, for him to come out and make this statement, that means he already talked to his sons, both his sons. He already talked to people that was there for him to be able to come out and make a definitive statement like that. So, yeah, I don't know, Quan. I don't know if it was a setup or not. You know what I mean? I just have to wait, just like everybody else is gonna wait, to see what happens, man. But it's a narrative that we sit in here and unfortunately we like who's gonna be next. We have this conversation often, like who is going to be next. No one would have ever thought Takeoff. No one would have ever thought Nipsey. No one would have ever thought PNB Rock. No one would have ever thought Tupac. No one would have ever thought Biggie. No one would have ever thought Chinks. There's so many different instances where this has happened. I see 50 Cent is doing like a little documentary on it. I think that's dope. You know what I mean? About hip hop homicides and, you know, yeah, I think it's a lot of things going on behind the hip hop. Obviously, the homicides and just the homicides in the streets. So stay tuned later. I hope he's still coming. Let me check my email to see if he sent me any messages. Jamal Johnson is going to be coming on. Jamal Johnson will be coming on. He's an advocate in the streets, and he, pretty much you know, uh, speaks out, goes into the streets and preaches stop the violence. And he wanted to come on a platform and talk about some of the homicides. So I said, there's no way in the world I'm going to deprive him of a platform, to come speak about such an important issue like that. And in my opinion, it goes deep. That goes deeper. The homicide thing goes very, very deep, in my opinion, to a lot of different factors. But at the end of the day, better decisions have to be made in the heat of the emotion. So it's your brother, oh God, man. Just a quick live video. I would have rather had done a video, on this to make it more concise and more clear. And but nevertheless, I just got finished doing a live stream. The news popped up, so I popped back on live. And you guys are here, you're showing the love and appreciate it, man. So make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the like button. We should have like 500 likes, in the building to match the people in the building today. Takeoff was the finest, the best, and the kindest. Quavo wanted to go solo. Catfish makeup for cougars. Rawr. Push that in the chat. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far to say nothing like that. I think if he wanted to go solo, they family, he could have just told them. And then you could still do your solo projects. So I wouldn't buy that. What's you gonna say, oh dog? I want to do my solo thing. You think Takeoff was holding a gun to his head, and they family members making him, you know, uh, uh, um, stay as a group? I mean, them dudes is worth crazy amount of money. I get it, wanting to do your solo thing and all that, and making more money and keeping the money to yourself, but them dudes is well off. I don't believe that at all. You know what I mean? Right? Exactly. Why would he kill his own nephew? Come on, man. Come on. It don't make any sense. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys listening. Make sure you smash that like button. This video is brought to you by hiphopun.com. Hiphopun.com is our official website. Go check it out right now. This time, I'm really out of here. I ain't coming back until 4 o'clock later this afternoon when we got an interview. But I appreciate you guys rocking out with the channel and whatnot. And like I said, we're going to be bringing a live show back on Fridays, on Friday evenings, probably about 5:30. We're bringing the live show back. We're going to be live, me and Sam Ant together, interacting, bringing people on the stream, and just having fun with it. I might even go back to the old school and start doing some interviews live, and select interviews and letting people come in and ask questions, and just going back to the old school. We was on for 3 or 4 hours at a time, and just really bringing the people and letting the people really speak, and the people make the shows. It's your brother, oh God, hip hop news uncensored. Peace to Jason Crowell, peace to Star, peace to Catfish, peace to Travis, peace to Ski Mask. We are out of here.